Good morning. How you doing? 6 in the morning. Slept okay. My pillow's got a hole in it now. This means my pillow's deflating, so I didn't sleep very well. Been up now for about an hour. I've been trying to get back to sleep, but just my work. So I'm going to get up and, well, I had some firewood left over and it's still quite chilly. So I thought I might start another fire this morning and actually cook some cheese toasties. Fuck it, why not, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Today I'm going to, well, I'll have a whole lot more sunlight than what I'm used to having because I'm up so early. Then I might actually try and ride a little bit further. I don't know. See how I feel. But I think today's going to be a good day. I checked the weather and it's not likely to rain or anything like that. So should be a nice day. Cool. See you on the road. How we doing? So, still riding along through the valley. It is fucking gorgeous this morning. It's so beautiful here. There's just a tiny bit of traffic. I think these are all school buses, kids going to school. But it's just a big wide open valley and there's these patches of green, well, what I thought looked like lost cities, you know? And they're just all over the place. It's such beautiful lifestyle here, such beautiful living. Everyone has their own little farm. There's a river of fresh water running right past. There's spring water wells everywhere. It's just amazing. Oh, look over here as well. Look, I don't know if you can see that bit of blue in the center of the shot, but that's a honey farm. So there's a ton of beehives just there. It's just awesome here. This has to be one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in the world, not just Turkey. I have loved the last couple of days riding through here. It's been phenomenal. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to enjoying it. Beautiful. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, and you know what? I fucking hope that I do. But the ride here is phenomenal. Check this out. Look at this. What a spot. The ride here is just beautiful. Everything is amazing. This is probably the best pass I've ever had. Ever. I'm going underneath crags of rock. I just went through a tiny little village and there was about 6 old Muslim men just sitting on the side of the street playing cards. There's just mountains everywhere. And the river, this river's just getting bigger and bigger. The further I go, the more these mountains are delivering water into the system and it's just getting bigger and faster and stronger. And it's making me feel that way. Honestly, this is phenomenal. This is living. This is what I fucking love. So here I am in a little town called Yusufeli. Just stocking up with some stuff because I think it's going to be a good 70 kilometers to my next town. So I've got everything I need for dinner and everything to eat today as well. So I've got tons of fruit and everything like that. I'm getting this feeling again though that I'm getting ripped off. People aren't putting money into the till, onto the computer and asking for certain amounts whenever I go into markets. I just got 3 bananas and it's the equivalent of about, I don't know, €1.50, which is like $3 in Australia. And in a small, in a poorer country like this one, it's very expensive. And I think they're taking the piss and it fucking annoys me. It drives me fucking crazy. It's not that, I'm like, oh, I want to get a cheap fucking deal. It's just that just because I'm a tourist doesn't mean I'm any different. Especially when they greet you with Salam Alaikum. Now, Salam Alaikum is the direct translation into English from Arabic. Means you and I are the same. So essentially they're happy to be fucking ripped off too, apparently. It just really, really fucking grinds my gears. That people, say a greeting like that to your face and apparently mean it, and then fucking rip you off. As minor as the discrepancy is, it's only a tiny bit of money. But it just pisses me off. It's really, we're not equal in their eyes, and I fucking hate when they greet me that way. If their plan is to fucking screw me over. Even if it is just over bananas, but anyway. Fuck you, Yusufeli, I'm leaving straight away now. Okay, so in Yusufeli, just had someone pull over in their car and go, "Are you looking for a campsite?" A lot of people I've noticed here are speaking English, and there's a lot of pictures up as well of like people hiking and stuff like that. So I think I found myself a tourist spot in Turkey, which essentially just means that people are trying to fucking rip everyone off that doesn't look like one of them. So hence the banana scenario a minute ago. So that pisses me off straight away. I don't ever want to come here as a tourist if I feel like I'm going to be ripped off all the time. It's just not cool. So that's it. Riding out of here, I'm going to keep on moving towards Georgia, and I should be there in the next day or two. Fingers crossed. Let's ride on. Alright, so I'm having to ride through all these different tunnels you'll see all over the place. There's tons of them. And just if you notice what happens when these cars go past, they're flicking up tons of dust. Essentially in the tunnels it's just thick with dust, and they don't have the fans running. They've got them connected and I can see them spinning slowly, but they're not pumping. So the fans aren't pumping air through, so I have to hold my shirt up to my face, which is really fucking annoying. Hello. Hello. Yeah, so I can't fucking breathe properly going through these fucking tunnels, and I don't have any choice. There's no other way to go, so I'm just gonna have to go on ahead. But oh man, like seriously, if there's that much dust in there and you can't see properly, like the cars coming through with their lights on, it's just misty as fuck. You think they just turned the fucking fans on. Anyway, 2 more tunnels to go. I don't know how long they were, but that last one was 1.5 kilometers, so let's see how we go. How we doing? These tunnels just seem to never stop. I have been riding through tunnels for shit, it must be over an hour now. Some of them are like fucking kilometers long. It's really, I mean, this one's only 100 meters, but they're going through this wicked valley and just cutting through everything. You can't imagine the amount of hills I would have had to go over to come through here. So it's actually, it's making the ride really easy, but it's just a big sort of concrete industrial ride. It's a bit disappointing considering how this morning started. Here we go, look at this. That's a hydroelectricity farm by the looks of things. Another bridge. Wicked Valley. But yeah, just tunnel. Today is a day of tunnels. Wow. Check out the river. There we go, look at that. As with the roads like this, there's many trucks as well. Probably can't see me very well in the tunnel, but that's alright. Anyway, blabbing on shit now. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's not really that interesting to be honest. I thought it was cool the first couple of tunnels, but I mean, apart from the fucking dusty one. Anyway, let's just get it over with, keep riding. See ya. How we doing? I've come across something super duper interesting. Check this out, right? There's a river running along down here and there's a couple of buildings, right? So obviously people have lived around here. That's not what quite got my attention, but more what's on the other side over here, okay? On the other side of the bridge, opening up into the lake, you just climb over. I can see down here, there is, that looks like a platform just here. But that's not actually a platform, that's top of a roof. Because if you look just here, that's the top of a mosque. And if you have a look here, there's more buildings. This must have been like a city or a town, but they've built this giant lake and just flooded the whole thing. Fucking wow. That's super crazy. There obviously was a city or a town here and they've just filled it up with water for hydroelectricity. There you go. Just fascinated by that mosque tower just right there, just coming out the top of the water. Wow. Travel, huh? These are some of the things that you see that are super cool. Anyway, let's ride on. How we doing? Just riding past some funny buildings over here. And there's a guy sitting on the side there on the rail. I haven't seen people in fucking kilometers, apart from the trucks that go past me and beep their horns right in my ear. But, you know, I waved to him, and And the guy just stared at me. Now he's sitting out front of a mosque. Now there's something that I want to point out about this whole picture here. Essentially, as I was mentioning before, how you say Assalamu alaikum, which means me and you are the same. I also want to talk about the other things I've been learning about Islam. I've been reading books and watching documentaries and things like that. And essentially there's a couple of basic rules when it comes to Islam. And what it is that essentially you're not allowed to hurt anybody. You're not allowed to hurt anything unless it's, you know, for food or something like that. But you're not allowed to kill anyone or anything like that. Also, one of their other main beliefs is the right to other religious beliefs. And so essentially you could be a Christian or whatever, that's your own choice and your problem. And if you don't believe in Islam, then when you die you'll go to hell. This is in their view. What I want to point out is about this mosque and this guy is, one, he isn't waving to me because he thinks because I'm on holiday and I'm riding that I'm rich. So me and him are not the same. So he doesn't believe probably something that he says every single day. Secondly, this mosque has a tiled roof. Now normally mosques have a round roof, a dome roof, but this one here is actually, well, this area used to be Armenian land, which is Orthodox Christian. So that tower that you see coming out of this square roof is actually an old church. Because what happened is the Muslims, or Turks, came in, pushed the Armenians out, took over the land and changed their churches into mosques and wiped them out and killed them. Don't you think that's interesting? Okay, so I've been riding now on this big old lake valley man-made dam thing for, fuck me, it must be 70, 80, 90 kilometers. I'm not even sure. I haven't looked at the map. I haven't needed to. It's just been one road. Anyway, here's the damn wall, finally. So, let's go through this tunnel that goes for 1.5 k's, or 1,190 meters, and see what it looks like on the other side. Hopefully it's fucking huge. If it's going to be burying cities and all that sort of thing, it must be pretty special, so let's check it out. Okay, so I just checked it out. I've officially ridden 85 kilometers, and here's the other side of the damn wall. There it is. It is humongous. It's been an up and down ride. I'm pretty exhausted. Luckily for me though, it's only about 3 or 4 kilometers left until I get to the city that I needed to get to. Then after that I keep on riding down the hill, and I'll be back near the coast, and I'll be in Georgia by tomorrow by the looks of things, so I'm pretty happy with that. Right, I'm going to keep on riding and I'll see you there. Alright, so I've done 108 kilometers now, and it's been an absolute slog. I've been looking everywhere for somewhere to camp, but along this highway is just pretty fucking tough and everything's on a ridiculous angle, but I've seen something. It's going to be tough work getting all my bike and everything to it, but you'll see. Okay, so here we are. Pretty good, isn't it? Nice bush. Got the bike and everything up, bit of work doing that. But let me show you why this place is so special. So for the last 20 kilometers I've been looking for somewhere to camp, but it's all been highway and ridiculous hills. And this is the highway here. And this is what my campsite is looking over. This ridge has got 270-degree panoramic view. It's fucking incredible here. And I've got enough space, flat space to set up the tent just here, and that's it. Right, time for a peace out, because I want to set up and just chill out. I've had enough of filming and recording today. It's quite a long one. I just want to talk about Turkish people. I fucking love this part of the world. It's probably the most beautiful bike riding or beautiful part of the world that I've visited, period. Regardless of what country I've ever been to, this is just phenomenal. Like, everything I've looked at today, apart from all the tunnels, was just amazing. Nothing short. And every time I have a dialogue with somebody or I meet somebody from this country, I end up infuriated with this place, wanting to leave. I don't know if it's got to do with the culture or the religion or anything like this. I'm not sure. But for some reason, Turkish people are just fucking shit. And I can't fucking wait to get to Georgia And it's such a shame when you've got all of this beauty and it's all going to waste because of your fucking personality traits. So my peace out tonight is, don't be a dick. Sometimes you just ruin something really, really beautiful simply because you're a dick. Peace out.